Were your Friday nights in the 90s dedicated to a 2-hour block of sitcoms?
Are characters like Urkel, Balky, and Uncle Jesse synonymous with your foundational sitcom watching?
If you've ever cleared your social calendar to check in with your favorite characters on TV, you might be a Xennial who watched the massively popular TV lineup TGIF, and so are we. Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Danny, and welcome to our first of our series on the 90s Friday night staple ABC's Thank Goodness It's Funny programming, also known as TGIF. Hey. I was telling my husband we were going to do this, and he's like, I was like, we're doing it on TGIF. And he was like, what? And so I was like telling him, like, remember, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, those shows were bangers.
They were so many bangers that we're going to talk about.
He's like, those are going to be so good. So today's episode is just an overview of the primetime TV phenomenon that brought us those banger iconic shows like Full House, Step by Step, Family Matters, and one of my favorites, Dinosaurs.
Yes.
Now, I love that Katie wrote that.
I did. I was like, but I knew you were going to read it.
It's true. Not the mama.
Yes.
Our upcoming episodes, we're going to dive deeper into some of these shows with more info on the characters, the writing, and, of course, the surrounding controversies because, y'all, it was the 90s. And we're even going to rewatch a few episodes. Obviously, we're not going to rewatch entire series. We're already doing that.
Yes.
So we're just going to watch like highlighted episodes.
Yeah. And that's going to be fun. I know one of the first ones I'm doing, I went through and grabbed 4 episodes today that I think we should both watch. I emailed you.
I saw that. And then I love that you emailed me. We are so 90s.
I'm going to see you later.
I know.
Here it is. Well, for me, I want to reference it later. I don't want to be like, oh, you told me this.
And it was probably like hella early in the morning, right?
It was pretty early. Yeah, I got up pretty early today. So yes, today we're going to be talking specifically about the launch of TGIF. And so there's technically 3 blocks of time that there were different TGIFs that ran. Okay. But we're only
You mean like eras?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. Like it went off, came back, went off, came back.
Oh, right.
But we're going to talk about the main
The
one.
OG.
This series is about 1989 to the year 2000.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. There's actually, so it was rebooted 2003 to 2005. And then it was rebooted like 2018 for like a very small amount of time.
That's not relevant to us anyways.
No, it's not. So just so you guys know, if you watched those TGIFs, we're not going to talk about that.
We're doing the OG lineup.
We're doing the OG lineup. And we may not cover every show individually, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll definitely get the big ones.
We're definitely going to get the ones that were in the first lineup for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So hopefully some of your favorites are in there. And I'm wondering this right now, so we can decide on air. Should we tell listeners maybe on social media the episodes we're going to watch so they can rewatch them before we drop the episodes?
We can.
Like, for example, for Full House, whatever ones we're going to rewatch.
Well, I'm going to just be full honest. If it's the ones I'm researching, I may not know first. I will because I'm going to have to tell you.
Yeah. I think we'll share it.
Okay, let's do that.
And then obviously you can watch other episodes outside those if you want.
Unless we say that right now and then we don't do it.
You know what? If that happens, rip to this idea.
Which has happened lots. So,
but look, I already know the ones for the first one, so we'll share those.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll share those. So you can follow along because with our Dawson's rewatch, it's pretty clear what we're watching
obviously.
and when. So if people want to watch, they know where we're at. So this might be fun.
Or you could be like Sarah. Our friend Sarah blew through the whole series in like a month or something.
She was loving it. She just kept going.
Which is so crazy because although, I mean, she didn't like just sit there and stare at it. Like it was, you can have it on. But before we get going, let's chat. We are wearing Happy New Year headbands.
We are. Oh, yeah. Happy 2026.
Because
everyone.
when y'all hear, we're recording this a couple days before the first day of the new year. Mm-hmm. This is New Year's Eve.
It is.
Guys, Katie's coming to my New Year's Eve party. What?
News flash alert.
She is putting her journaling on pause for the evening.
I am for like 4 or 5 hours. I can't believe it.
I think she's even going to be there until midnight. So everybody pass out right now.
Yep.
From shock.
I'll be there.
What's happening? Actually, her kids guilted her into it, and I'm all here for that. Thanks, kids.
That is what happens.
I know.
2 of them are going to be there. So
I know.
The one needs a ride anyway. And then the other one kind of wants a ride home because she wants to stay till midnight. So it's fine. It'll be great. I am actually very much looking forward to it. Except that it's going to be really cold.
Well, I ain't fucking going outside.
Okay.
Now, there will be people who go outside because, listen, this is the funniest thing to me about living in Florida. I was at the store the other day and this lady, I was at Kohl's. I was trying to find a shirt because we're taking family pictures. Guys, all day I went shopping and then ended up with wearing something in my closet. Isn't that just how it goes? Right. So I was getting a shirt and this lady, the worker, was like, "Oh, you're preparing for that cold weather that's coming, right?" I said, No. I will not be outside. I am dreading it." And she's like, "Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited." All these people getting excited about, like, this is not just like 60s. This is like 30 degrees cold. If you want that weather, you need to not live here. Now, I guess not everybody has a choice. Nope. PS. But also, like, we don't get that excited about cold weather here in Florida. So I don't need to hear that excitement from people.
I don't like it that cold. I like 60s.
You like a chill in the air?
I like a chill in the air. It's fun to walk my dogs because they find so much joy in the cold because they're probably freaking hot.
Because they're sweating all the time.
Like, they are like puppies when it's cold out, and it's so cute.
I am an indoor cat, guys. We know this. I only like outside if it's perfect conditions. And for me, that is sunshine and warmth. If my feet can't be bare, I don't want it.
I get you.
I don't want it. So I get viscerally mad when it's freezing cold. I can't. And I used to live my life like that. When we lived in the Midwest, I was just viscerally pissed off all the time because I hate being cold. That's why I've never been skiing. I'm also scared of heights and a ski lift. I want to throw up thinking about it. So anyway.
Wow.
I know.
We are. So, but you're going to stay inside at your party. So you won't be viscerally pissed off at your party.
No, I'm going to be having a great time inside. Good. But we do have a nice outside around our pool with sitting because people will want to go out there because it's probably going to be hot. There are currently 70 RSVPs.
Sure.
And,
you know, I'm making a big vat of pasta salad.
Ooh, are you? Not Caesar salad?
Well,
are you going to do Caesar pasta salad?
I guess I could.
That would be such a fun Katie twist.
All right. That's what I'll do.
Okay. That sounds delicious, actually.
It's going to be good. And I do like Caesar pasta salad. I was trying to not put my opinions on my dish for the rest of
People will eat that up.
Yeah, that's true. And other people are bringing their favorites.
Do you know what I love is that one of our friends named Anthony, we have a few. This is not the one you're in a show with, but I don't know if the other one wants me to blast his name.
Okay. Him
and his wife are bringing ambrosia salad, and I just think that is the cutest thing.
I love that. And I will eat some.
Oh my God. Yes. So good. I'm like, ambrosia salad, let's go. That sounds so fancy.
It is a New Year's Eve party.
I know.
It's fancy times.
I don't know where we're going to put everything. It's fine. I borrowed chairs from Katie and a cooler. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's not that deep. It's either going to be a fun party or disaster. And there's just the way it is.
I heard chairs, coolers, and ambrosia salad. So I feel like this party's a success already.
Let's talk about New Year's. Our word of the year. I failed our last episode.
We didn't come up with a word for the year for the podcast on the word of the year episode. And also Danny didn't have one. So what do we want to attack first? Right now.
Well, my word is going to be a word I've used before. I pretty much flip and flop between two words. And I've done this since I've done a word of the year since like 2017 or whatever it was.
Okay.
It's going to be focus.
I like that.
Because I am a chronic multitasker, which I've talked about. I have ADD that is unmedicated and untreated, and that is fine.
Diagnosed, but unmedicated and untreated.
It's not fine, guys. It's actually terrible. It's a whole thing, and I'm not going to talk about it because nobody cares about my myself with that. But focus is kind of like intention, but like I try to do too many things at once. Noted by, I always have open cabinets in my kitchen because I'll be like putting dishes away and then go fold clothes in the laundry. And then that'll make me think, oh, I need to go write this down. And then I turn around and it looks like a ghost has been there.
I feel that.
I know. Everybody else who has the same struggle, y'all know what I mean. It drives my husband bonkers.
I saw this. I'll have to send it to you. It was like a reel and it was a type C mom. And it's basically like the beginning of a Sunday morning. And she's like, yep, I'm going to do this laundry. And she keeps saying, we're going to be productive today. We're going to, and then she's like, follows a trail of, I'm going to wipe this cabinet down. And, oh, I need my planner. I need to write this thing down. Oh, I got to call the doctor's office. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like 10 p.m. and the laundry's not done. She's like, man, we didn't even get the laundry done. Like, we've done nothing today. And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
wow,
I feel that. And I mean, I usually will get all the things done. It's just, I need to just focus on one thing, get it 100%. And that goes for not just, anyway. So that's going to be my word. So I did decide on a word.
Focus. I really like that. And I do think it's different from intention.
Yes, it is.
And it, like you said, it can be in the moment, like in the kitchen when you're putting dishes away, or it can be bigger picture things like your business or the podcast or whatever, your relationships, you know.
Correct.
I love that. And if you haven't listened yet, my word was and is abundance. We'll see.
By the way, House of Abundance was totally on pose.
Yes. Okay.
It was Electra's house. Remember Electra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love that name.
Anyway, podcast word is probably, okay, hear me out. Oh.
I don't know what the word is. I don't know if it's backtrack or basics, but I was writing down like what I want to work on the podcast for me. Like, because, you know, we do different things for the podcast, some things together and some things we go into our strengths. And I was like, I want to go back and audit the episodes and make sure the notes are right and the sources are correct and make sure we've got little blog posts on our site about it. And so I was like, that's all kind of like looping back to strengthen what we have. So I don't really know what that is.
I don't either.
And I don't know if that's just like literally podcast maintenance and like you should do that all the time. Or if that's like
basic shit we should be doing from the beginning.
Instead, we're sitting here in New Year's hats, just recording another episode. We don't even have the sources for our last episode anywhere, but here we are.
We're just recording and recording.
We back.
No listeners. We got no sources. But the content is there.
The content lives. So I don't know if that's a word, but that's I know we're going to have
Well, you just said like 5 words.
I know. I said back to basics, backtracking.
I mean, back to basics is 3 words.
True.
Backtracking, I don't think that sounds like a positive word.
It doesn't. It sounds like regression.
We don't want to do that.
I don't know.
So, wow.
Listeners, help.
What if?
Help.
No, because they're going to be like, get y'all shit together. What if we don't even have a lot of listeners?
but they are the hardcore ones. And
That's
they
true.
Can give us ideas.
Well, I think maybe for the podcast, we talked about like connections and stuff. I think it should still be growth. I think we should still hang on to that.
Year 2 of growth.
Yeah, I think.
Let's go.
Because who said it had to be a new one?
Me.
Why?
No.
Did you say that?
No.
Okay.
Just now I said that.
Well, I'm gonna say it's okay to have growth 2.0.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
I mean, that doesn't have to like literally
growth
be
2.0. Nope, that's it.
Okay.
No turning back.
Okay.
You said it. That's what we're doing.
All right, growth 2.0.
All right, growth 2.0 and focus.
And abundance. In Billy Porter's voice.
And Electra. House of Electra. Okay.
No, it wasn't
Electra's
House of Electra. It was House of Abundance.
House of Abundance.
Yeah.
Electra. Okay, got it. But to now bring it forward to just go back in time again.
Now we can backtrack.
Here we go. So back to TGIF, which is what this episode's about. First of all.
Is it though? I don't know.
We're not sure.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Parties, words, whatever. Did you watch TGIF? And I know we've talked about this, but for listeners, what are your memories of it? And which shows like stand out the most to you?
I mean, y'all know I watched it because I was a TV kid. I watched so much TV. And this came out, 89, you said?
89, yep.
Yeah. Like in my peak TV watching era. I did watch it all. I loved me a sitcom back in the day. I have to say, Full House was never one of my faves because I felt like it was too wholesome. And I don't think I realized that's why I didn't like it that much as a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm more of a Roseanne kid, like person.
We're actually going to talk about Roseanne a little bit today.
Than I am Full House. But I loved Perfect Strangers.
Oh my God, me too.
Which, when we get to that, we'll talk about all that. I loved Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a show, I can't remember if it came on TGIF, Just the 10 of Us. Do you remember that show? It did
that
briefly.
Was one of the originals.
I loved that show. Yeah. So yeah, I did. I watched it and I loved it. I didn't really love Step by Step when that came on.
Yeah.
There were some but anyway, I know you loved Full House.
Loved Full House. Oh my God, I loved it. And when we rewatch, I know it's going to be painful.
Oh my God, I am dreading it. When I saw the episodes you sent me, I went, oh gosh, I remember that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. There's one in particular.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be rough. I loved Full House. I liked Step by Step. I think I watched most of those. Loved Family Matters because I grew up just outside Chicago.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of fun to have a sitcom in Chicago. Whether it was actually filmed there or not, who knows? Maybe we'll find out when we research it. But I loved Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
I just thought that show was so funny. But I did say to my husband this morning when I was talking about all this, because he was like, what are you working on? I'm like, I'm just going over my notes for today, and was telling him what we were doing. And he watched Perfect Strangers. I said, I wonder if the concept of a foreign person living here, I wonder if it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, I know. I have a feeling it was. Well, I think they made up where he was from. It wasn't
that's what my husband said.
Location.
He goes, it's not a real country. I'm like, I know,
but still, they were putting stereotypes on foreigners. So I'm a little nervous to rewatch it.
But he was defending it. He was like, no, he wasn't portrayed to be stupid or anything. It was just a silly show.
Well,
it's very slapstick.
Brant is very Gen X.
Yeah.
And we ain't apologizing for shit.
No, he's like, it was fine. Although he hates Full House with a passion.
Well, I can totally see that.
Yeah. And I remember, this is so random, but I remember watching Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh my God.
I loved that show.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that one.
That one, though, was a little later, though.
It was later. I want to say, I have it in my notes here, but I want to say it was 94, 95, something
Yeah.
like that.
See, and I was in high school then, and I don't think I was, I wasn't home on Friday nights anymore.
Right. This would have been just at the end of me being home on Friday nights, I think. So I remember at least watching it a season or two.
Yeah.
And then Dinosaurs. Yeah. Dinosaurs was fun.
Dinosaurs.
I thought that was on longer. It was only 3 seasons.
Yeah. It wasn't there very long.
Yeah. I imagine that show was hard to make.
Because it got picked up and was shown on Nick at Night or something.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right. But they showed the reruns somewhere else.
They did. Yeah. Paramount bought it, but I'm not sure where they played it.
Was it on the Family Channel?
Maybe it was. Oh, maybe.
ABC Family Channel.
Family. Maybe that was it.
I bet you.
Yeah. All right. So we'll have more on all those individual shows as we go. But for today, we're going to talk about TGIF. So if you did not watch this, or you are one of our younger listeners, let me tell you what it was. Thank God It's Funny, or TGIF, was an American primetime television program block that aired on ABC starting in the late 1980s, so 1989. The name comes from the initials of the popular phrase, thank God it's Friday. However, the stars of the lineup touted the meaning as thank God it's funny. In its various incarnations, the block mainly featured sitcoms aimed at a family audience. And I forgot about this until I wrote this out. It was the lead-in to 2020. Do you remember how 2020 came on after TGIF?
Nope.
2020,
what do you mean it was the lead-in?
Well, it was the 2 hours leading up to 2020.
Oh.
And 2020 started at 9:00 Eastern.
That's so
and that
late.
was it is late, but it's a news magazine show.
And it's before the news, the 10 o'clock
And it was
news.
on before TGIF started. It started in 87. So it was kind of family friendly. And then at 9:00, not that 2020 is inappropriate, but it was about crimes and murders. And I remember watching it.
I do not. Obviously, I do not. I have never liked that.
We'll have to talk about that too at some point.
I know.
So 2 hours of sitcoms followed by 2020, which is still on. 2020.
Woo. Wait, was it Barbara Walters on there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I did watch some of it.
What's that guy's name? The older guy that was with her. Barbara Walters, and I can see his face and hear his voice. Everyone's screaming at me. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Well, we're not talking about 2020, but when I saw that, I was like, that's right.
I don't remember that, but okay.
So ABC as a network, at least at the time, was really known for kind of being the family network, the family channel. So as far back as the 1950s, they aimed to have programming that you could sit down with your whole family and watch. Examples of this are The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet in 1952, Leave It to Beaver, 1958, Donna Reed Show, 1958, The Flintstones, 1960, The Brady Bunch, 1969, Partridge Family, 1970.
Damn, they had them all.
They had all the family bangers.
Because there were only 3 networks. I mean,
right. So that was kind of their
shtick.
way. Not that the other networks didn't have family friendly stuff, but it was they wanted to be known as that.
Well, because you think about it, and then you think of NBC, it was Friends and ER and all that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the idea of TGIF as a programming block was the idea of this guy, Jim Janasek. And he was, I know, I had to look up how to say it.
That's fun.
Janasek. That's how you say it. And he was a producer at ABC. And he'd worked there as a writer and a producer for like 10 years at this point, I believe. Yeah, late 1970s. And he was already in charge of promoting the sitcoms that ran Tuesday through Fridays. And he had this idea because when he was a kid, he would sit down with his family and watch The Wonderful World of Disney on ABC. And so he wanted something like that, where like you're not just like here and there, oh, my show's on, my other show's on, one person's watching it, whatever, but that it's like an event. Like you sit down and watch it, which in 89, when this came out, that was still something that was achievable, I think. And again, less networks, even cable. Some people had cable, some people didn't. Like, it didn't offer as much as it does now.
Yeah. I can remember not having cable.
Yeah. Me too.
Like.
Me too.
Absolutely.
So making it sort of like something you would schedule time around to be able to watch this stuff. So he was trying to get support for this idea of like these blocks of time, not necessarily on Friday. And he started approaching like individual producers at the network and different writers to kind of get this idea. And eventually he went to the network president, Bob Iger. Yes, Bob. And kind of gave him this idea. So before this concept of like a block of programming, the Friday night schedule at ABC did have some comedies, sitcoms already. It had Webster, which ran till 87.
Webster.
Yep. Benson ran till 86. Did you ever watch Benson?
I don't think so.
I didn't watch that one, but my husband was like, oh, Benson. I mean, he's older than us, but he was like, oh, I loved Benson.
No, I don't remember that.
I never watched it either. And Different Strokes, which ran to 86. So this idea of kind of having like star shows on a Friday night was already a concept. It just wasn't like labeled anything or like a push by the network to actually do. So before TGIF, ABC was reformatting its Tuesday night lineup to have a comedy block from 8 to 9. And then it had 2 dramas, an hour-long drama after that. So from like 8 to 11. But starting at 9 were the dramas. Moonlighting was one of the dramas.
Oh, yeah.
And so they decided to kind of tweak that when Moonlighting went off the air. And they decided to make it more of a comedy night. And they called it Terrific Tuesday. Do you remember that? No. I don't remember that at all. And it had...
that was what, that was late 80s?
Yeah, late 80s.
So we were pretty young.
Yeah, it was like 87, 88. 89, I guess. February of 89, they added a second hour of comedy, including Who's the Boss?
Oh, I did watch that show. And I obviously watched Roseanne.
Yeah.
Troy had a huge crush on Alyssa Milano, as did many Gen X boys.
Yeah.
And girls. I mean, let me be clear.
Look, she retweeted me once.
What?
Yeah. And it was the best day of my life.
For what?
It was when Tegan was little. So 10 years ago, maybe. I wrote something for my blog, because I wrote on my blog a lot at that time, about how breastfeeding's lonely. And it was a whole post about how, you know, basically like I had to leave an outing with friends early, and then you sit in a room by yourself in the dark.
And you're the only one who can do it.
And if you're out in public, you got, And it was like about that. I wasn't complaining, but it was just
it's just true.
Hey, I'm in the middle of this and this is hard. And she read it, retweeted it, because I tweeted it with like some sort of hashtags, like breastfeeding or something. And she was breastfeeding at the time. And she was like, most real thing I've ever read. Ah! Isn't that crazy?
Girl, I would put that on a t-shirt.
I have a screenshot of it
somewhere.
I was like, I'll show it to you.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so this would have been like 2015 probably, because Tegan was a couple months old.
And Twitter was still like a thing.
And Twitter was like, and I was always on there putting my links from my blog. Yeah. And I was just like, what? I know.
I would totally freak out.
Mm-hmm. I know. It was great.
See, that's what we need. One person to do that.
I know.
For our podcast.
No, for real though. Like my blog like
exploded, I'm sure.
Exploded after that. Like our social numbers, the number of people reading us. I think the Google algorithms like kept bumping us up.
Come on
topics. Yeah.
One famous person.
One. Just maybe it's Alyssa Milano. She's going to listen to this episode and be like, most real thing I've ever heard. Retweet.
Won't be this one.
It won't be this one. Unless she means the part where everyone had a crush on her.
Well,
because she probably feels that.
That's true.
All right, moving on.
Anyway, Who's the Boss? I had a crush on Tony Danza.
He's a cutie.
Right?
I like his voice too.
I guess maybe I had a dad complex, because look, I had a crush on Dawson's dad, Tony Danza.
I mean, they're both Objectively very handsome
my dad did die young and my parents were divorced. So there you go. Yeah. There you go, Jen. Go ahead and analyze that.
Analyze away. Jen will be like, this is a 10-second analysis.
Really? You have daddy issues. Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Love it. So basically this Terrific Tuesday was really seeing a lot of traction, and they were promoting it as such.
It's
and ratings
stupid
were high.
Sounding though.
It's very stupid, but also like 89. Come on. So that was Jim Janicek's idea. So the network went back to him and said, like, we need something else like this.
Fix our Friday.
Basically.
Yeah.
And so when they announced their lineup for the fall of 89, they came up with a name, and it was called the Friday Fun Club.
Okay, that is really bad.
That one's real bad. And they were going to have predominantly family-friendly sitcoms, and they already had 3 programs that were on the network, either on a different night or already on Fridays, that were going to be part of it. And that was Perfect Strangers.
Okay.
It'd been on the air for about a year. Full House, same thing. And wait for this one. Mr. Belvedere.
Oh my God. Okay. Fun fact. The street I grew up on was Belvedere.
What?
Yes. The street I grew up on, 1026 Belvedere. That's where I live.
That's so good.
I don't live there no more, but somebody does. So.
You're like, so go say hi to that person. You didn't say the city in this episode.
It's fine. It don't matter. I mean, literally, nobody
Anyone
cares.
could find it.
Nobody cares. Anyway, yeah. So when that show came out, my sister and I were like, yes.
I remember really liking that show.
That guy who played Mr. Belvedere was the best.
So good. I think we'll have to watch a couple of that one.
Sure.
I just want to revisit it. And now that it was your street name, we'll have to.
I know.
And then they had one more to fill out the 2-hour block, which was a new show called Just the 10 of Us.
Yeah.
Which was a spinoff of Growing Pains. Mm-hmm. And it was, it wasn't on as long, but that one was part of the original 2-hour block.
The spinoff, because the coach, the coach was the dad. It was like a basketball coach.
Something like that. And he was widowed.
No, wife.
You know what I'm thinking of?
Girl,
you're going to laugh. There's another one called Just the Two of Us or something later. That's Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen way later.
Oh, I don't know that.
That someone's a coach and a widower and wow.
They only had
sitcoms.
They only had a few storylines to pull from for sitcoms. They
were like, let's just recycle this one.
One parent has to be dead. I remember my 2 dads. Like,
yeah. Oh my gosh, that was a good show. Okay, so before we get too much further, we have to stop and talk about Miller Boyett Productions.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
Do you remember the little thing at the end? It was like in cursive.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are a production company, so they aren't like part of ABC, but they worked exclusively with them.
Okay,
on a lot of different sitcoms, and it's a partnership of Thomas L. Miller and Robert L. Boyett. Oh, I wonder if they have the same middle name, and I wonder.
I love how Katie is always surprised by her own notes.
No, I didn't say it out loud. So by the late 80s, they had already mastered a very specific lane, right? They were really good at writing these sort of family sitcoms that had a moral involved that you could sit down and watch. And by the end, you've like learned a lesson or gone on a journey or whatever. So at its peak, TGIF was essentially built on these Miller and Boyett shows. They produced Perfect Strangers, Full House, Family Matters, and Step by Step. And let's see. Oh, so Janicek knew who they were, knew their work. So when he pitched TGIF as a brand, Miller Boyett came in and was like part of the whole entity.
Okay.
For quite a while. Now, not every single TGIF show was theirs.
Got it.
But some of the like really main ones that saw a lot of success were.
All right, Miller Boyett, let's go.
And they had sort of a formula. They used multi-camera setups.
Obviously.
Yes. They had big like ensemble casts.
Yeah.
So that you could have lots of characters you liked. Or just big families in the case of some of this. Like tons of characters. Clear moral centers. It's one of the things I read said, without feeling preachy, I was like,
wrong. That's
not right. And comedy that generally worked for like kids and adults. Like you could watch it together and enjoy it. Their big thing was Thomas Miller said this. You could walk into the room halfway through an episode and instantly know who the family was, who the heart was, and who was about to learn a lesson.
True.
I mean, yes. That encapsulates
correct.
all of those.
I think that's probably why a lot of people like those shows is because they were predictable. Mm-hmm. Right?
You get what you expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is nice. Especially if you are trying to watch with your kids You're not worried that something crazy is about to happen.
Right.
You're not going to get tricked by a plot twist.
Right.
Well, sometimes, but not like that kind of plot twist. Like,
but some shows were more predictable than others. Full House.
Yeah. And they had the music where Danny would always have the lesson.
Well, they're not the only show. Family Matters had the music too.
They did.
Yeah. I mean, they pretty much all those shows, they have the, did you ever watch Ally McBeal?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you remember how she would like have like in her, like she would imagine like theme songs about her life?
Yeah.
You remember like she would have like music playing? I do that all the time. Do you ever do that? I'll be like sitting in a moment. I'm like, oh my gosh, what song would be playing right now if I was on? Like I do like Ally McBeal. And every time I'm like having a heart to heart combo with my kids, I'm not kidding. I think this is where the instrumental music would come in. Like,
swell.
Anybody
but
else
that's how your brain knows here comes the lesson.
That's how much TV I watched as a kid. It now impacts my brain.
I don't know that I've ever done that, but now I think I might start.
It's very distracting.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean,
I'm distracted by everything all the time. So why not
add music in there?
Let's do it.
Like seriously, like, for instance, another good example is like John Travolta walking down the street in the opening of Saturday Night Fever, right?
Yeah.
That BG. Okay. So when you're like walking somewhere and you're excited, think about what song would be playing.
Okay.
My kids used to do this when they played baseball because they were like, what would my walk-up song be?
Oh, I like that.
Because it has to be like your theme song and it would change all the time.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to think about that.
By the way, mine would be Thunderstruck.
That's your walk-up song, like your theme song. Yeah.
I've never played sports in my life.
I don't know what mine would be. I need to think about this. Not right now, but I'll think about it.
Watch you say something totally unexpected.
I might. If it hits me during this episode, I'll say it out loud. If not,
I'll
really I'll attend my journal and really, really reflect on this and come back. If I have time, because now I have plans.
Now you have to go to a party. Oh my God.
Go to a party where a bunch of my friends and children are going to be.
How terrible. How awful.
As I write in my journal, spend more time with friends and family, sitting alone.
And she says no to all the parties. Where literally you will know every person at this party.
Probably.
Every single person. No, you will. I'm telling you.
And the cat.
I mean, well, he'll be hiding.
Oh,
that's going to be way too many fucking people.
That's overstimulating for a kitty.
Cooper goes, he said, oh my God, it's going to be so gross because everybody's going to have their shoes on because we don't wear shoes in our house ever. Oh. And I'm like, well, I'm obviously not going to ask people to take their shoes off at a party.
It's a lot of people too.
But he's like so grossed out by it, like that's thinking about how gross. Great. And I'm like, well, great. Thanks so much for bringing that up because now that's all that's going to be in my brain.
You're like, you know what you can do January 1st, Cooper?
Oh, God. I know we're going to have so much to clean up. Oh, I don't want to think about it. I
hope you bought a lot of things that you can just throw away.
Well, I don't like to waste.
I know.
I did buy like paper plates and throwaway cups.
Okay, good.
All that. And then like I bought individual little champagne bottles because I didn't want to buy more plastic.
Right.
And I would have had to buy more cups for flutes.
Yeah.
And then like throw all those away because I'm not going to wash 70 of those and reuse them.
Yeah.
But I can recycle the glass.
Right.
So.
And so can the folks who like take it home.
So it costs a little more, but I feel like it's better used.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't want to open 80,000. I want everybody to open their own shit.
Yeah.
It would have taken me half hour to open enough bottles.
It would.
Even non-alcoholic ones still.
Right. Still.
Anyway.
That'll be fun. Okay. So moving on. So Miller Boyette. Yay.
Miller Boyette Productions.
All right. So I had to look this up. I looked up a lot of fun little promo things throughout this.
Oh, fun.
But that first season of TGIF, they had an opening sequence before like the shows would start.
I remember.
But the first season was animated mice.
Oh, that I don't remember.
Only for one season.
Okay.
And I thought that was funny because he said he used to watch the World of Disney. And I was like, was it like an homage or just... And they sang a song and it was a whole thing. But what I remember, because that only lasted for one season, is what they would do is they would have members of the cast of the shows host the evening.
Yes, I do. That's what I remember.
And so when they first started doing that, the first night that they did it, so it would have been the second season. So in 1990. Yeah, 90. They had Dave Coulier, John Stamos, Mary-Kate, and Ashley Olsen appear, but Mary-Kate and Ashley alternated as Michelle. It wasn't like both of them standing there. And they were introducing what was happening that night and would tell you what was going to go on. And
they tell you like little synopsis of the episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that particular one, they kind of explained like the shows that were going to be on that season and things like that. So I found some of those clips. Those were really fun.
Oh, I got to look them up.
And then they introduced this new theme song. Okay. Where are the words? I was singing it at home and I watched the video, but it was like very 90s. It was like all the different geometric shapes and the letters TGIF. And it was like, thank God it's Friday, TGIF.
Yeah, I do.
It was super short, but they would do it at the beginning of the night. And then they continued with different characters. And the characters would introduce like shows that weren't theirs. They just kind of take turns hosting the night.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
I remember that.
I like that. I like that idea. So in that season, they had Full House and then Family Matters arrived.
Yeah.
Perfect Strangers was still on. And Just the 10 of Us was still on. But then halfway through the season, they pulled out Just the 10 of Us and aired this other comedy called Free Spirit.
I do not remember that.
And that did not last.
Well, that's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Free Spirit. What was it about?
It says it was it was just a comedy. Oh. It says ultimately short-lived, I guess.
Wait, we need to let me look it up.
Look it up.
I have a feeling it's about a ghost. What do you think it's about before I look it up?
I feel like it was a rebel teenager.
Oh, wow. Going deep there. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's because I actually know that or because Free Spirit would have been like 1989, 1990.
Yeah. Cancel.
Okay.
Sorry.
Free Spirit only.
What does it say? Are you ready? This is so 90s. A witch is assigned to act as a housekeeper and care for children of a divorced attorney.
I can't.
Is that so 90s or what?
That's the most 90s plot I've ever heard.
And there is absolutely nobody that we know. Oh, no, it's that lady.
What lady?
Oh, and freaking Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer was in it. Allison Hannigan.
Allison Hannigan? I love her.
Yeah, look at it.
And what lady? I don't recognize
that lady.
Her. No,
hold on. Well, now we got to figure and that kid. Yeah.
She doesn't look like it.
Okay, hold on. Now we have to look this up really fast because we're going to dig into all these other shows. Her name is Corinne Boyer. What? Hold on. You're going to know her. You're going to know her from something. All
right.
She said, I have to find this, guys.
Okay,
Don't you love it when we research on air?
Yeah,
it's
I
so
do.
fun.
But you're right. This is not one we're probably going to
No, we're not.
So we have to spend a little time on it because some of the other ones will get a whole episode.
Why can't I find it now? Well, whatever.
Well,
it doesn't matter. I can't find it.
So Allison Hannigan as a child.
Yes.
And maybe this lady, who we know somehow.
She was
I love that. We need to bring back 90s sitcoms. They'd flop. But
she was in a bunch of shit. Okay. So, all right. Like, she was in tons of shows in the 80s. She was in St. Elsewhere.
Okay.
TJ Hooker. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Falcon Crest. She was in bunches of things. What do I know her from is the question.
You don't see it on there?
I don't know. I'm blanking. Sorry.
You're blanking. That's okay.
Whatever. We can eliminate that from. But anyway, Free Spirit was about a witch housekeeper nanny, I guess.
So you were closer than me when you said ghost. Because I said rebel teen. Now, granted, those teenagers might have been rebels.
I mean, that would have been a pretty deep show for ABC TGIF.
That's true.
You got to have more like a babysitting witch.
We do get a little closer to that further into the TGIF era with like Boy Meets World and stuff. Oh, yeah. That. We get a little more.
Watched that.
Yeah, that one's good. Well, we should do that one. That was when I was a little older too, but I remember
it was
my
past
high school
me.
Boyfriend like Topanga.
Well, they all
She's
did.
like an Alyssa Milano, like, yeah.
For that next generation, for the millennials.
And so we would watch it. So I did watch some of it. And I did like it. Well,
I never really watched it. But you know who I had a crush on that was on that show was Ryder Strong.
Oh, God, I know.
Right?
Adorable.
And do you have a cool name? I wonder if that's his real name.
I don't know. We should definitely watch that one and research it. And we'll find out about his name in the process.
Yeah.
Hooray. Stay tuned, listeners. All right. So, Family Matters. Do you remember that it is a spinoff of Perfect Strangers?
No.
Yes. So, Larry from Perfect Strangers worked at a Chicago newspaper. It wasn't the Chicago Tribune, but essentially. And there was kind of like this like wisecracking, smart-mouthed newsroom, mailroom worker who was Harriet Winslow. And on a couple episodes, her Chicago cop husband was also in the episode.
Got it.
And they were like really popular.
Yeah.
Like viewers loved them.
Well,
So
you know
they
why
spun
that
off.
was too?
Not many people of color
'cause
anywhere.
Tragically and unfortunately, there was hardly any people of color on any mainstream sitcoms.
Right.
And
by
so
then.
obviously, like, they're going to be popular, and they're great actors too.
Oh, so good.
PS and
So
hilarious.
Yeah.
Right.
So they were, and I always love when like a spinoff lasts longer
I know.
than the actual
Than where
show.
they came from.
Right.
Yeah.
So it lasted longer than Perfect Strangers. Frasier's like that from Cheers.
Yeah.
Frasier was on longer than Cheers.
It was on so long.
So long. All right. So that one debuted with Harriet Winslow, and she began as a recurring character on Perfect Strangers. So the show itself didn't have like great ratings at first. It was in the TGIF block, so some people were watching it until the introduction of Steve Urkel.
I was going to say.
J.L. White. And we'll talk more about that in this season, and he came in halfway through the first season. So they didn't like flounder for long because there he was. And it shifted from this kind of like down to earth family sitcom to sort of like conventional family comedy, but also slapstick comedy. With his introduction. And then in the 1990-91 season, Family Matters. Also, oh no, I just said Family Matters. I'm sorry. I was thinking Step by Step as I was reading Family Matters. But no, it wasn't any of those. We have Perfect Strangers, Family Matters, Full House, and Going Places.
What was
Remember
that one? No.
It was a comedy centering on the lives of four roommates who were Alan Ruck, Heather Locklear, Jerry Levin, and Hallie Todd. And they write for a candid camera style hidden camera show.
I do not remember this.
I feel like I remember a show that had Alan Ruck and Heather Locklear.
Well,
but maybe I was just, and it was more of an adult targeted show.
So that's why it was on like last or something.
It was on last. It was in that final slot. That one was called Going Places.
Going Places. I just want to see what they look like. Let's see.
Yeah. Good idea.
I know. It's just fun visual.
It was canceled after one season.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Nope. I do not remember that. Here you go.
Let me look.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I remember that like apartment that they're in.
I mean, it's very 90s.
It's almost like
it's is that what's his name from Ferris Bueller?
Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, Alan Ruck.
That's his name?
Uh-huh.
I don't think I realized that. And that guy. Who's that guy? He was in
oh yeah, I think that's where did his name just go? Jerry Levin.
Yeah. He was in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember this. There's a lot
I kind of think it was like a pre-Friends.
That's what it looks like.
Where it's like people in their like late 20s, early 30s, career-minded, single.
And you can tell they each have like a persona. Like
Just
he's the business guy, and like you have one that's like a Phoebe type character, one that's like the all-American girl. I mean, there's a reason why they use formulas because they work.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. So that was only on for one season, and it was replaced in 91 by Baby Talk. Do you remember that one?
Well, shit, now I got to get my phone out.
That was a sitcom based on the film Look Who's Talking.
I was going to say.
That had high ratings at first,
and then
but in its second season, just kind of imploded.
How many times can we watch a baby talk to like in its brain? Is that what it did?
Basically, yeah.
I mean, that idea gets old quick, even though there were like 4 of those. Oh gosh, Scott Baio is in that show? Okay. Is that the kid from Look Who's Talking? I think it is.
Oh, like the baby?
Oh wait, I don't know. It just looks like him.
It just looks like
him.
Never
mind. Baby Talk. Oh my gosh. I love how every picture for every 90s sitcom is the same except different people.
I know,
like
right?
It's the same colors, the same lighting, the same posing. Yeah. I absolutely love that.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. And I don't remember watching Baby Talk because the first thing I thought of when I saw that was Look Who's Talking. And I was like, oh, it's a ripoff. But then I was like, no, it's literally based on that.
Do you want to know what the overview is?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. A single mother searches for the right man to complete her family.
Get out of here.
Stop.
That's Baby Talk?
Yes.
Oh my God. All right. I had to switch to my phone because I'm missing a whole page. So I in 1996 already. Don't worry, guys.
What?
I got this. Okay.
How did you lose a whole page in the
it's
middle?
Probably at my house.
But
Because I thought it was out of order, but no, it's
your
just
papers
missing.
are stapled.
Somebody stole my middle page. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right. So the good news, though, when Baby Talk was canceled, it was replaced by Dinosaurs.
Okay.
It's a good thing I found it on my phone.
I mean,
would have missed that. A Jim Henson television produced live action comedy using audio animatronic puppetry.
y'all know I love that.
Yes, and that's centered on the Sinclairs.
Yes.
A family of dinosaurs living in prehistoric Pangea.
They're various. It's so funny to me because they have the mom and the dad are different dinosaurs and all their kids are different.
Yeah.
Like kinds of dinosaurs, which is what?
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because they weren't people, like live actors, that show actually did touch upon more topical issues. They talked about environmentalism,
Yeah.
women's rights, sexual harassment,
Yeah.
even LGBTQ rights. I don't know. We'll have to
Really?
we'll have to look up what episodes those were.
Oh, y'all know I'm going to do
To
the research for
rewatch.
dinosaurs. Cause
Oh, yeah. Dinosaurs is all you,
that's
girl.
all me.
I'll watch them, but I'm excited for you to
Me
research it.
too.
They talked about censorship, body image, drug abuse, and racism.
Well, okay.
So there you go.
Go ahead, dinosaurs.
And they were on TGIF for the full run,
Wait,
which was 3 seasons.
you said because they weren't people, they hit upon.
I think
What you mean?
what I mean by that is like, if I'm sitting here in an episode and I'm sexually harassed, then like you would think people would watch that and be like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. But you're going to get people that are like, they're just trying to be political. But if it's literally a puppet dinosaur, I don't know. I just think it's more like a subtle way to sneak in some of those messages. You don't think so?
Well, I'm just thinking about it because I don't think I've ever thought about that before.
That's just my thought.
Like you think so? Like people are more willing to accept it from a dinosaur puppet,
Yes.
than a real life person who's.
I do think that's what I'm saying.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I mean, you might be right.
I think there's examples of that now. I mean, like
We have The Simpsons, is
Family
like that.
Guy too. Like you can watch it and kind of laugh at it and not be like completely outraged by it. Whereas if it was live people doing a show or whatever, you would be.
I mean, people get stupidly outraged for stupid stuff all the time. But I see,
Very true.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I'm guessing when you research dinosaurs, you'll find a little bit of that. You'll
Yeah.
find some controversy. But I don't know. Yeah. I think people don't mind learning life lessons from dinosaurs, puppet dinosaurs.
Can you imagine like people out there being like, them dinosaurs are too woke?
I mean, yes.
Yes.
Sadly. Dinosaur puppets woke, and they're literally prehistoric.
Woke
Like,
dinosaurs.
get out of here.
I have here for a woke dinosaur
That's
puppet.
so funny.
Puppets.
Dinosaur puppets. So in that 91 season, joining the lineup was Step by Step, a star vehicle for Suzanne Summers and Patrick Duffy.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yes.
Did you
from
think
Dallas.
he was handsome?
No,
Really? I thought he was.
he did not do it for me. And my mom loved Dallas, so that's where I remember him from.
Okay. Yeah. And he had just come off an 11-year run
Mhm.
as Bobby Ewing
Yeah.
on Dallas. And that show stayed on TGIF for 6 seasons.
Whoa.
That was one of the longer ones. Yeah.
And the girl that was on My Two Dads was in that show.
Yes.
What's her name?
She
She had the long hair.
Stacey Keenan,
Yeah.
the blonde.
Is that right?
Stacey Keenan.
No. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So it was a Brady Bunch inspired comedy, right? They're 2 single parents, each with 3 children.
Mhm.
And they create a step family after marrying each other in the midst of a whirlwind romance on vacation. I don't remember that.
Wow.
But I do remember like part of the plot line being that they didn't really know each other for long when they got married.
That sounds like a cautionary tale, everybody. You marry
Well,
somebody you meet on vacation, you're going to end up with 6 kids.
Right.
You better be
Yes.
sure about that.
Watch out. And so just for that season, they actually moved Full House to Tuesdays.
Oh.
So it was in the same lineup with Roseanne. The show Coach was on by then, and Home Improvement on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
But then it came back the next season. I don't know why.
Yeah, Full
I don't know
House
why they
doesn't
did
fit
that.
in with that.
Not with that group.
Nah.
No, not at all. But I don't know why they did that. Maybe they were trying to get more people to watch that block because Full House was so popular. But those are pretty popular shows on their own. So I don't know. I don't know why they did that. But then it came back. There were 3 new shows in 92, 93. I didn't remember any of these, and they were canceled either mid-season or by the end of the season.
Okay, let's see if I do.
Camp Wilder.
Yes.
You remember that one?
I do remember that show.
Where I Live.
No.
And Getting By.
No. Camp Wilder, I remember. And I got to see, you don't have any info about those shows?
No.
I just want to see a picture to see if there was like somebody cute in that show, and that's why I watched it.
It's like, why did I watch this?
Let's see. Camp Wilder. It was like teens. Oh yeah, you know who was in that? Hilary Swank.
Oh, I love her.
I mean, that's not why I watched it. And that blonde, and look, Jerry O'Connell.
Yep. Oh,
that guy.
Jerry.
Who's that guy?
I can't
He's
see.
that blonde hair guy.
Oh yeah. I don't know his name.
We have said it's that guy or that girl, and
it's
we
the guy with hair.
Have no.
I know exactly who that is, though.
No His name's Jay Moore. That's it.
Jay Moore.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just came to me, guys.
Hey.
So Jerry O'Connell and Jay Moore is probably why I watched that.
Yes.
I don't even know what it's about. A young woman opens up her home to the friends of her younger siblings who regularly go to her for advice. What?
Who's the young
It was
woman?
only 20 episodes, guys.
Yeah. Is it Hilary Swank?
No. I don't know. It doesn't say who it is.
Okay.
No, Hilary Swank was one of the younger peeps.
Okay.
It was that lady with the brown hair.
Who's that lady? Hold on.
I don't know. Anyway.
Who the heck is that? I don't even know.
Camp Wilder. Okay, I do remember that.
But you don't remember the other 2.
Nah.
I don't really have anything on them. And then in the following season, 1993, had 3 new comedies, 2 of which stuck around for a while. One is Boy Meets World, which, this is funny, Boy Meets World was created by the same person who created Dinosaurs.
Huh.
Michael Jacobs, or like written by, like the concept by, which is interesting. And what they were trying to do was find a sitcom that kind of piggybacked on the success of a show that had recently gone off the air, The Wonder Years.
Well, because it had his brother.
And it had his brother, Ben Savage.
We need to do a Wonder Years episode.
That would be good.
I'm going to add that to our list.
Add it to our list.
Because y'all know.
And so this is one where, you know, the themes of The Wonder Years is more introspective and nostalgia and like being a teen or a young person trying to get to adulthood, right? And those things that you go through. And so it covered Corey Matthews was his name in the show. That's Ben Savage. And he navigates life with his family, friends, and ever-present teacher and neighbor, George Feeney, who was played by William Daniels. And the series, which ended up being the longest-running TGIF comedy. Ready? Let me finish my notes. Not produced by Miller Boyett.
Okay.
So there you go. Every time I say Miller Boyett, I think of Chef Boyardee.
What?
I don't know why. It like feels the same in my mouth.
Okay. Well,
like I'm like, I don't know why.
Like,
sorry, everyone.
Well,
weird. Intrusive thought.
Well,
okay.
We don't make sense on this podcast.
We don't.
If there is anything we are consistent about, is that.
Right. It is. That is true. So that same season, there was a show that was already on Tuesday nights the season before that moved over, and that was Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Okay.
And that came from the Full House creator, Jeff Franklin. And I remember watching this, and it was starring comedian Mark Curry, and he played an NBA player turned teacher. Very, very 90s plot again. And eventually a high school basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
And his name on the show was Mark Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And it co-starred Dawn Lewis. She was from A Different World.
Yep.
And Holly Robinson.
Yep.
Previously of 21 Jump Street. And so that one was on for 5 seasons.
Was it really?
Yeah. And
okay.
Eventually Raven Simone joined the cast and Sandra Quarterman. They were the main guy's cousins.
I don't remember Raven Simone on there, but I didn't really watch that show.
So she would have been like young, but not like young. Like she probably would have been a teenager, I would have imagined by then. I don't think
Didn't she have her own show when she was a teenager?
Yeah.
That's a Raven.
So maybe she was young still on that one. And then in 94, 95, Sister came on.
Oh, yeah.
Tia and Tamara Mowry, which, you know, I don't know if we'll watch that one or not.
Well,
but,
all those ones came out when I was in high school, so I didn't really watch those. Yeah.
And then ABC canceled Sister Sister in 1995 after its second season, but then it was picked up by the WB.
Yeah.
So that
Cooper recently was rewatching that.
Sister?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They have he loves to rewatch old shows. Because, they have them on all the.
They do.
Like Disney and all that. And he'll just he gets into a phase. That theme song is so catchy.
Sister, heaven knows how much I missed you.
Yeah.
It is.
It's so catchy.
It is. And I like them, like as actresses. I've seen them in other things. One or maybe both of them have been in like Hallmark movies for the holidays.
They were in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, I like them. They're fun. All right. So now we're into about 1996. We're getting to the end of this era, getting close. And TGIF's ratings are kind of floundering a little for a lot of reasons, right? Its initial crowd is getting older and not home on Sunday nights. Maybe not, but not home on Friday nights. And, just taste changing for what people want to watch on TV, things like that, more options on cable, all the things. So they started to shift at that point from these like family-centric shows, especially after the success of Boy Meets World, to more teen and maybe even adult audiences.
Okay.
So they tried to come up with some ideas that would maybe grab the attention of those demographics. And the first was Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Yes, with Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
I don't remember really watching that one because that would have been smack in the middle of like high school and stuff. But I remember anything I have ever seen on it I really liked.
Listen, it has a
Super
talking
cute.
cat.
It has a talking cat. And then Britney Spears was a guest star once. I remember that.
Oh, because that was when Melissa Joan Hart was in her video.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Crazy.
Yeah. She was Crazy for You that she was in that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so that one was on and that was a breakout hit. People loved that show. And so that breathed kind of new life into TGIF. And then the second teen show that they brought in 96, you're already going to know it when I say it, Clueless.
Oh, the TV show.
The TV show debuted on TGIF following the success of Amy Heckerland's movie hit from 1995.
And we talked about that when we watched
We did.
Clueless. Yeah, the movie.
And it was like highly anticipated, but didn't really live up to. I mean, it didn't have Alicia Silverstone. It didn't have a lot of the like same characters. It had Stacey Dash.
Yeah,
though,
it had Stacey Dash and it had the redhead girl.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't
Amber. She played Amber.
So that one was pulled in 97. Step by Step was still on at this time. Hanging with Mr. Cooper was still on. Family Matters was both on. But the Family Matters and Step by Step were both canceled in 97.
But they had a good run.
They had a really good run. And it was partly that. It was partly like
everybody's getting older.
Everybody's getting older. Yeah. And like the storylines had kind of...
Well, the actors are getting older and moving on to other things.
Like, literal children as performers, it's harder when they're like not living in the house anymore. Like you can do that for a little bit.
Because what was the brother's name on Family Matters? Eddie. Like I remember he was the oldest and then he like was gone and then came back and like it gets harder to write it. So by then too, CBS had a new competing thing on Friday nights. I never remember watching this, called CBS's Block Party. Oh yeah, I don't know what shows were on that.
That's a good question.
Oh, okay, never mind. Doesn't matter.
I don't know. They might be in here somewhere, but I don't have them there. So they kind of were competing with that now. What's this one? Boy Meets World. Oh, they started adding some fantasy teen kind of shows. I guess Sabrina the Teenage Witch is one, but one called You Wish. I don't remember that, but it was about a genie living with a family.
Oh my God, stop.
And Teen Angel.
I remember that show.
You do?
I do.
Centering on a teenager who died during an eating challenge. He returns to Earth as his best friend's guardian angel.
So there was a ghost show.
Yeah, that was the one, Teen Angel.
I remember that. Again, there must have been a cute person playing. That's why I remember.
Probably. His name was Mike Damus.
Well,
was the
y'all know I
teenager.
Don't remember anybody's
and Corbin
name.
Allred was his best friend.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. Me either. That's just one I got.
Let me see if they were adorable, because if they were, that's why I remember it.
Hands down. That's why.
Oh my God, that's so late 90s. The hair I can't hold. This is like the promo poster. He's got that like spiky short hair.
Oh my God, I love it.
Probably had frosted tips, which sounds so dirty.
It does. Ooh.
Wasn't that guy in Can't Hardly Wait? Not the main
Ethan
guy.
Embry?
No, that's the he was in Empire Records. He played the kid that stole stuff.
That's who that is.
Okay. Yeah. Look, we are so
the one kid on the right looks like a Hanson.
He looks like Devin. He looks like Devin Sawa. Is that him? No, that's not him. Everybody had that butt cut hairdo.
Yeah,
which is now popular again. So
go figure.
Yeah, anyway, died during an eating contest. Well,
I guess at least he came back to guide his friend. I don't know. Oh, CBS's Block Party. I knew I had it somewhere.
Now we're back.
Here's what they had.
What'd they have on there?
Unsolved Mysteries.
Ooh.
Bill Cosby's.
How is that a block party?
Kids Say the Darndest Things.
Oh, that show was hilarious.
And the revival of Candid Camera.
Okay. Maybe that's where I went.
Cool block.
Wait, Unsolved Mysteries. What was the second one?
Kids Say the Darndest Things.
I thought you said one before that.
I just said Bill Cosby hosted.
Oh.
Kids Say the Darndest Things. And the revival of Candid Camera.
I mean, Bill Cosby's problem, but that show was.
I mean, it's a funny concept,
hilarious, and I love a Candid Camera show.
Yeah,
I love it so much. I used to love Punk'd.
I loved Punk'd.
That
one was really good.
I loved Candid Camera, and I always hoped that I would be like on there one day. Nah.
Hey, look, that's an idea that keeps getting revived over the years.
I know.
So maybe there's still time.
Listen.
Maybe there's still
time. I would like to be the person who's like making the Candid Camera joke happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they have their actors doing something crazy weird. And
that would be fun.
That
be one of the actors
would be so fun.
You know what I didn't like that was similar to that was the What Would You Do? Did you ever watch that? It was like a hidden camera and actors, but they would do something like there was one where like two actors were sitting at a bar and there's a bartender who's not an actor and the cameras are on and she gets up to go to the bathroom and the guy puts something in her drink.
Oh, I don't like that. And that's like a moral dilemma show.
Yes.
I don't like that.
It made me so
uncomfortable.
Anxious.
Yeah. I don't like that.
And there was like one where like a kid was like wandering around lost and like people weren't helping him. And I'm just like,
okay, no,
this
I don't
is
like
a nightmare. Because one, everything's edited.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's contextual.
Of course.
Like,
and they want to make good TV. So
yeah, I hated that show.
Well, no, but I would love to do like the Candid Camera ones where like, you wear like a chicken suit and then go sit in like a courtroom or something dumb and see what people are like, what is happening?
That would be so fun.
Like it'd be hilarious.
That'd be so fun. I love it. Well, maybe we'll bring it back. Oh, and the fourth show.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever watch Nash Bridges?
No, girl.
With Don Johnson. So that was Block Party, but it only lasted for 2 seasons. Block Party, like as a thing, it just didn't.
Yeah, well,
they were a little too late. If they're trying to introduce this in like 1996, because TGIF also at one time was popular. What?
There's also no common thread that ties those shows together.
I agree
like they're
with you.
very different.
Like you could watch one
and be
but
done,
not the other two.
Like the person watching Unsolved Mysteries probably isn't going to want to watch.
Maybe Nash Bridges. Because it's like law enforcement crime TV.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe, but I agree with you. And Candid Camera people aren't probably watching Nash Bridges or whatever. So anyway. So TGIF is still out here, still fighting for its life. 1998, 2 new shows, 2 of a kind, starring Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Oh, yeah. I was in college by then. So
centering on a widowed college professor.
Again with the widows.
I told you, this is the one that confused me.
Again with the widows.
Hires one of his students to help take care of his twin daughters.
Ooh, red flag.
Yuck. And then another one called Brother's Keeper. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
An odd couple style sitcom centering on a widowed college history professor who agrees to let his irresponsible pro football player brother move in with him and his son.
2 new shows involving male widows that are professors.
That have people move in with them to help with their children. Hello?
Guys, maybe there's a reason those did not succeed.
Yeah. Oh, there's more to that. The pro football player moves in per a stipulation in his brother's contract with the San Francisco 49ers.
What?
There's a lot going on there.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Was the person cast a ex-pro football player?
I don't think so.
I'm just curious.
Justin Cooper?
Girl, you know I'm not going to know.
No, I don't think so. So ABC's idea here, which I get the thread, is that maybe bringing the Olsen twins back.
But like have a varied plot line. It's like 2 widows. They got to be college professors and they got to need help. That's our idea. That's 2 different circumstances. Twins and a football player.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, the 90s did that a lot,
it's
though.
It's a little silly. Yeah. Weird. Anyway. And neither one did well. They were
shocking information
only on until the end of the season, which was in 1999.
I mean, I am not surprised.
Well, actually, mid-season. They were canceled in May, but they still had shows running through July. So they brought Home Improvement over. And do you remember the Hughleys?
Vaguely.
Yeah. So that one came over too. And the Hughleys actually stayed on the block until TGIF was off in 2000. It starred comedian D.L. Hughley as the Black owner of a successful Los Angeles vending machine business who moves his family to a predominantly white middle-class neighborhood.
Okay.
I read a little, I mean, at least it's a new idea.
Literally.
All right. He has a family. And I could see how that would be interesting, I guess. And I know a lot of it was written by that comedian. Like he helped with the writing for it. I didn't really watch that one. It was kind of later, so I don't know if we will. But
also, fun fact, I don't like Home Improvement. I think Tim Allen on that show is a complete chauvinist asshole.
Yeah. I like Patricia Richardson, his wife, on the show. And I always thought Wilson, the neighbor, was funny.
Oh, yeah.
With his little eyes. Howdy, neighbor.
With his little
his little eyes and like Fisher hat.
Yeah.
My dad liked that show, which totally
that was the audience.
That was the audience. So that was one we would watch because he liked it. And he liked and my dad's in construction.
Right.
So like he got a kick out of like the there was like the family comedy stuff, which you said there's a lot of chauvinistic stuff in there. But then there's like
but there was that in his
the mishaps on his TV show.
But also that was like total man. Like he did that whole stupid nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. That's not one I would like to.
It was like all his jokes were about being a man, quote unquote.
Right. And they had all boys. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That was his comeuppance.
Yep, The Rise. And I can't remember the guy's name who played his assistant. And I can't remember his name on the show.
It was Al.
I don't think so, Tim. That guy's been in a bunch of other stuff, and he's very likable. He has like some kind of YouTube series
it's kind
where
of
he's
like
either building things or planting things, and he's like so like lovely as a person. I like him. Anyway, all right. So in the final season of this first era of
I feel
TGIF,
like we've been this how long? How many years?
Look, 11 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
I did not think it was on that long.
It was on
TGIF.
that long. Yeah. As a last-ditch effort to kind of save this block, in 2000, ABC launched the reality music competition series Making the Band.
Oh.
Do you remember who came out of that show? What band it was?
Which one's it?
O-Town.
O-Town from Orlando.
Yes. And I will say it's all a little problematic now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because it featured heavily boy band impresario and eventual convict, Lou Pearlman.
Yeah,
putting
he was
together
a jerk.
A new boy band.
He was a skis, guys.
But the show was pretty popular, and then O-Town was popular.
We need to watch that documentary that they made about the boy bands.
Yeah, that would be good.
Not yet, but we will.
Yes. So that final season, that was on Making the Band, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and the Hughleys.
That's very different than how it started.
And Odd Man Out.
I mean, they tried to evolve. It just didn't.
They tried.
Pan out.
Now, let's see. Sabrina and the Hughleys went over to the WB and UPN.
Gotcha.
And then Boy Meets World ended its run, but it was 7 seasons.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And then Odd Man Out was just like canceled.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Well, I don't even know what that is. Who's in that? You don't
know? Was Odd Man Out the one with one of the college professors?
We are another fucking professor?
No. Oh my God. It's a different one though.
Another. What?
Well, listen. Odd Man Out about a teenage boy navigating life with his widowed mother and 3 sisters.
It's like Disney with the dead parent. Come on.
Oh, but that one didn't make it.
ABC. Why do we have so many widows?
I don't know. And widowers. At least she wasn't a college professor.
It's the same thing.
I know.
Yeah, I said, why do we have so many widows? And you said, and widowers.
Well, because widowers are men and widows are women.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why is
that?
So
the college professor ones were men who didn't have wives anymore.
Why does
an odd man out is this one boy living with his mom?
So a widow is what?
A woman.
And a widower is a man. Why is that?
Yeah.
Are we saying patriarchy is in the word widow?
I mean,
this is fucking stupid. Are you serious? I'm not saying that.
Is your mind blown?
Everybody is a widow. I don't care. I'm not putting on extra ending. Why? That's dumb.
I don't know.
How do you know that?
Danny, I think everyone knows that.
Not me. Don't even laugh at me. You thought the word was Hearst.
Look. And you laughed at me. So now I can laugh.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
I mean, I think
know why. I'm looking this up. This is the dumbest thing I've heard of.
To designate men and women, I'm sure. Which is not right. I'm just saying that's why.
But why? So let's think about it. So that means, to me, I guess if you have an ER on the mans, that means they make the widows.
Yeah, maybe.
But then if their spouse dies, they're still a widower?
Yeah.
I don't get that. Then you're not making nobody a widow because you're the widow.
Someone just put it on there to designate man, woman, I think.
But it doesn't make no sense. Okay. Why?
We're going to find out.
A man called a widower. This stresses me out. I did not know this.
This is stressful. I'm learning a lot.
I'm going to go home and ask my husband if he knew this. I bet he didn't.
Say, what is it called when a man loses
here we go.
his wife? And then
it says a man is called a widower because the ER suffix, common in Old English for masculine nouns, was added to the existed word widow, originally used for both genders around the 14th century.
Okay.
To create a distinct male counterpart.
Yeah, that's what I said. Sort of.
Well, yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah. But originally, widow was used for both.
Okay.
It doesn't really say why they felt the need.
So your 13th century self just never let go of the knowledge.
No, because that's weird.
Well, ask Troy. Just say, what's it called when a man loses his spouse?
Wild.
What's it called when a woman loses her spouse?
I never knew this.
And see what he says. Okay. Wow. Let's get to the end of
Why
TGIF.
does that make me so mad? I don't know.
You're very upset about
this.
It's
so stupid. Like, why does the ER make me so irritated?
That all these shows have the same plot line.
Well, and also, why do we have 80,000 widows?
I mean, even like Full House, Danny was a widower.
Correct.
And that's why his friend and uncle came to live there.
Because he can't handle his life.
He cannot raise children alone. And then Aunt Becky came, but that's a whole other.
I mean, to be fair, it's much easier when you have a village of people, and we are made as humans,
men or women. Like if you're single parenting for any reason, hopefully you have support from those people.
You know what? I was listening to NPR the other day, and they were talking about significant other. Oh, it was a podcast, and they were talking about significant others and like who exactly is a significant other, and they were telling all these different stories on how it can be. Like, not, it doesn't just have to be a spouse or like a romantic partner. They were talking about these families that decided they were going to just all live together, and like they weren't. It's not like a polyamory situation. It'd be like your family, my family, and like Sarah's family deciding, you know what? Let's just live on a big giant property together, and we all communally parent, and everybody helps out. And I was like,
and like take care of the land and all the stuff.
Well, no, it's not like that. It's like they lived in the suburbs or something.
Oh,
it was like big love, except not polyamory.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
I was like, that sounds great to have other people to help out, especially when you don't have family. Like we never have family around.
Families that do that, you know, that like live near each other on purpose.
But these people also were like in a situation where they didn't live close by family, or they didn't have family who were helping them or whatever. And I was like, which the funny thing is, as I was listening, I was like, but that's how like humankind began anyway. Like from the dawn of time, when we were, whatever you believe, how we began, we lived in communities like that and helped each other, in a lot of communities all over the world. Anyway, I just think that's interesting to think now we're in our country, we're so isolated in all our things.
That like that idea that you just mentioned is
so radical.
Radical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you know me, like the numbers right away. I'm going, yeah, you could probably like get like a really nice piece of property with your combined resources and each build a nice house and or whatever, you know, and have lots of space for vehicles. And then obviously like the actual community, having the people around you to help you raise your family or just live life.
And then they were talking, this is totally unrelated, and then we'll move on because we have to finish this episode eventually.
We're almost to the end of TGIF, thank God.
They also talked about what if your significant other was yourself? And they had this interview with this lady who wrote a book. She's like 70-something years old, and she's like, I am single. I've always been single, and I always will be single because I love it. Now, it doesn't mean she doesn't have like intimate moments or whatever. But she's like came up with this quiz about how some people are like, basically it's just challenging the narrative we've created that you have to have a life partner, you know, to be happy. And she was talking about all this research because research actually shows that single people are happier. Single people without children, especially too, are happier. They're more financially secure. I mean, some of it makes sense. Like you're only taking care of yourself. So financially, obviously, you know, but, she was like, I have this quiz that I ask people to see if on the inside, if they are like a perpetual like single person who just happens to be in a relationship. And she had all these funny questions. I was dying laughing because I'm like, I do not want to ask my husband this. And like, I don't want to answer this myself because part of it was like, does the idea of sleeping alone in a bed excite you or make you sad? And I'm like, I know. I love sleeping alone in a bed.
Me too. But I don't know if it's because it's a novelty.
Well, true. Well, actually, I've always liked sleeping alone.
Because me too. But like if I'm at a hotel for work travel or something, I love sleeping by myself. Or even home, like if my husband's gone for some reason. But I don't know if that's just because I've been married and shared the bed for so long. And when my kids were little, they'd come get in bed or what. I also think it's nothing to do with the partner. I'm just so overstimulated during my waking hours that I don't want to engage with a person when I'm in bed. I don't want to like touch anyone. This is my recharge, right? Like, and I have to do it fast.
Well, I also am a light sleeper, and that's the worst thing is having anything, even pets in there with you. They tell you sleep alone. If like you have insomnia or sleep problems, you need to be alone. In a room, like don't let your pets in, have a separate bed from your spouse, like all these things. But then the other question was, I can't remember now what it was. But I was like, oh God.
like, am I my significant other?
But then I think you know, and my husband knows this, like the worst part of being married for me is sharing a bed. Like I hate it. I don't mean like intimate relations. I mean, like, I mean, like actual bed
space.
Like, I love sleeping by myself. And when I was little, like my sister, she likes to have somebody else in the room. Like, so she used to like try and scare me on purpose when I was a kid. So I'd come sleep in her room with her. But she's not like a touchy person at night. Like her and I are the same. We don't want to be touched. Like we are not like cuddly sleepers or anything like that. And, but she would just like scare me on purpose. So I would go, cause that's the only way. Like I hate sleeping in the bed with people and I'm just that way. I don't like it. I need my island. And you are too. Cause you put up barriers like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Like she has pillows, dogs has barriers.
Dogs. I have a new, sleeping mask. That Amelia got me.
Love sleeping mask.
You put it in the freezer. Have you ever done a cold one?
I don't like cold, so that's not for me.
I wouldn't think I would, but
you get headaches.
I get headaches. Yeah. And even if like the couple nights I've used it so far, I didn't have a headache, but I still just like put it on. Well, I was still watching TV, so I just had it on my forehead.
What?
And I was like instantly ready to fall asleep.
That's hilarious.
I was like, oh my God, pulled it down on my eyes, fell asleep.
Love that.
I loved it. No headache.
Well, anyway.
Anyhow, not a barrier though. Now you can't even see my face. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm here somewhere.
Troy sleeps in an eye mask now too. I
love it.
My oldest brought one to college because I said, take it. You might want this because the lighting situation. And he's like, that was the best thing I brought from home.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, that's good to know for when I'm packing children.
Well, because you know, they don't have you don't know. And then your roommate gets up all early. You have the lights on. Like earplugs and an eye mask is the way.
I love that.
for dorm life.
Good advice. All right, let's get through this.
We are never going to be finished.
All right, so the final night.
Okay.
Of the original era
Final
of TGIF
night
was May 5th, 2000.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
They made it past Y2K.
Yep. Wow, they did. Day after my birthday. Day after my 18th birthday.
Whoa.
Wow. So it featured an hour-long series finale of Boy Meets World and an ABC series finale of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, because remember, it went over to the WB. Yeah. And it was just a 2-hour episode block of those two. That was the final night. Boy Meets World for an hour and Sabrina.
So then what happened on Friday nights after that? Just whatever?
Don't really know.
They just didn't market it as like an event.
Yeah, they still have comedies, I think, on Friday nights. And 2020's still on.
It's still going.
Still going strong. And I won't get too far into this, but they did try to do a second run of it, 2003 to 2005. And this time, I do love this part, though. There was a promo spot that used the Village People pop tune YMCA sung as TGIF.
Okay.
TGIF. No, I don't remember this at all. But it did have
because we were full ass grown-ups by then.
We were. Yeah. But that was where the George Lopez show debuted.
Oh, okay.
And Life with Bonnie Hunt.
Yeah.
And then Married to the Kellys.
I don't know
what that is. And Hope and Faith, which had Kelly Ripa in it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Which got her like some notoriety to eventually be on Regis and Kelly.
Well, she was on soap opera.
General Hospital, I think.
All My Children.
All My Children, you're right. But I guess then being on there kind of painted her in a different light, which got them to want her to try to be on the talk show. Anyway. All right. So you know me. I looked up controversy.
Yes.
Now, we may run into some more controversy per show.
We definitely will.
Overall, not a lot of controversy surrounding TGIF this first block, except that the quality of the shows declined. Well, people thought they were on for too long. One of the biggest complaints I saw was that Family Matters kind of became the Urkel show.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, it started to get into this area of like almost like outlandish plot lines. I don't know if you remember when he would clone himself.
Yeah.
And it was just all these, instead of being like this relatable family comedy, which is how it started.
Yeah. And it took the focus away from the Winslow family.
It did. Yeah. So that was a big one. What else? Racial representation, particularly the Hughleys, scrutiny for portrayal of Black family life. Although, as I mentioned, like that was the vending machine guy.
Okay.
I don't know exactly why, but it said that they leaned into stereotypes that weren't authentic.
But did he write it?
He was one of the people who helped write it.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean
No, I know.
That he
I'm
could
just
get
curious.
It through, whatever. They started to do a lot of like shared universe stuff, meaning like characters on one show, like Laura Winslow met Michelle Tanner at one point, and then it just felt very like forced and like, why are you doing this? I mean, crossover stuff can be good or bad.
Well, I think it's good when it like randomly happens, like not often, but when you do it frequently, it becomes it takes away like the look how funny,
right? And it's just like, oh wait, you're from a different universe in this universe, and just in general, people kind of it fell out of favor. Just that style of sitcoms.
Well, I mean, because that it evolved, TV evolved, and then we're getting into people are like the internet is more popular, and people aren't watching TV as much anymore together, and right. So that is the overview of the OG run of TGIF. So lots of cool episodes or shows we talked about in there. Some that had the same plot as each other. A lot of widows.
Cool. Yeah. Because when I first was like plotting this out for us and I was like, okay, like I'm like, we're going to do all the shows. And then I started running into like these like random ones that were like half seasons or toward the latter end where we were older. So we've got definitely some staples in there, and then we're going to see how we feel about the extras as we get through those. And the way it'll work is we'll both watch some of the episodes, the same ones, But then one of us will lead the research
right.
per show.
And our first one is Full House.
Our first one's Full House.
Katie's fave.
I'm on it. I'm on the ball. And we'll probably go out of order too. Because then I was like, oh, should we do Perfect Strangers first? Because in order. But I don't think so. I just think we need to do Perfect Strangers before Family Matters.
Yes.
It's a spinoff.
I think we need to do like the big name, like the ones that are, I said to Katie, the ones that are relevant to our generation.
Yes.
Because some of them are not.
Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's not like that's out of our
right. I did watch Boy Meets World, so we might do that one when we get to it. But that might be kind of like chronologically wise about as far.
Yeah, because I did not watch that.
Okay. Well, maybe it'd be interesting for you to watch an episode or two because I'll come at it with nostalgia and you'll come at it with like I don't know.
Yeah, I remember it because I was, what is that, like late 90s? I was in college.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch like a school about, because they were like in middle school or something.
I think it started in middle school.
So I'm not watching that. But
no,
I remember it being in pop culture because we were still in that era of people watching this, whatever. I remember them being...
Yeah, and the actors themselves were pretty big stars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense. But, well, we would love to know if you watched TGIF, if you loved any of these shows, if you hated any of these shows, particularly the very random ones that we just learned about today, if you know any of those.
With that guy.
And we are going to share our episodes so you can watch with us if you want. We'll get Full House up.
We'll do that.
After this episode's live, we'll get that on social. So keep an eye on our Instagram and our Facebook for sure. We're also on YouTube and TikTok. And we also have a Patreon account.
Yes.
We're actually going to record some bonus content today. So for $8 a month, you get additional episodes. Sometimes we just talk about our lives. Sometimes we've done trivia before. We do all kinds of different stuff on there.
Also, y'all need to like us and review us and share us. Help us grow this year. And sharing is caring for us.
Sharing is caring. And leaving that review or sharing with a friend or on your own social media is free.
It really does matter too. Like that's free money. And it's a click, click, click. Type in our comments. This podcast is amazing. Now, if you're going to give us a bad rating, don't do it. Move on. Find you something else.
Spend your time doing something else.
But if you like us, share us.
Yes, that would be great. Thanks, guys, for listening, and we'll see you on the next TGIF episode.
Woo!
See you later. Bye. Bye.